Thank you, you guys. It's such an honor to be here with all of you guys. I love you all so much, and I love and appreciate you so much, Napoleon, putting this on every Tuesday, the energy you put into this and getting different speakers. And I'm so honored to be a part of this community. I don't come every week, but I try to come as often as I can because we're all on the same channel, the same vibration. And a lot of what I'm going to say tonight, you already know. But I love what Zig Ziglar says. He says, repetition is the mother of genius. Repetition is the mother of genius. And I studied hypnosis, and how we change the subconscious mind is through repetition and imagination. Repetition and imagination. Repetition and imagination. Because in our childhood, from the ages of 1 to 7, that's which is pretty much hardwired in our subconscious mind. So I was telling Raj earlier today, actually, that we tend to attract the same people like mom, the same people like dad, the same people like our siblings, the same people like our caregivers. And so if we attract the same type of people and they may be unhealthy, I grew up in a dysfunctional family. So I would attract similar types of people like mom and dad. So I wanted to create a new reality and create new thoughts, new feelings, new choices, rather than the same thoughts, same feelings, and same choices and same circumstances with people. And what I've discovered was by studying hypnotherapy that you can unfire and unwire and your subconscious mind and rewire and refire, but you have to do it when your brain is in theta. So right now we're in beta, right? When you guys are talking to me right now, we're in beta brain waves. So we have to get down into theta. And the best time to get into theta, you guys, is in the morning when you wake up and right when you go to bed. So that's the best time to do your visualization work. When you're lying down in bed, I did this one woman, her whole life changed, you guys, by going to bed and just when she put her head on the pillow, isn't life wonderful? Isn't life wonderful? And she'd wake up every morning, isn't life wonderful? And her life was a mess in every area in her life. It was financially a mess, romantically a mess. She had no friends. She had no money to buy clothes, to go out and get a job. She goes, where do I start visualizing? Every area of my life is a mess. Where do I begin? And so she took Neville Goddard's workshops, and I'm a big fan of this guy. If you don't have this book, it's called The Power of Imagination by Neville Goddard. The Power of Imagination by Neville Goddard. And he believes imagination is God. So that's an interesting idea. But anyhow, so this woman completely transformed her life by saying, isn't life wonderful? Because it takes care of every area of your life. A beautiful, big, broad stroke of, isn't life wonderful? And you have to feel it in order to manifest it. So I was on a podcast and they asked me, where do the pictures come from when you visualize? And I believe, from my understanding, it comes from the pineal gland, which is right in the center of your head. The pineal gland is right in the center, and the pineal gland is an endocrine system, and it's creates melatonin in the morning and serotonin in the morning to get you up, and melatonin to get you to sleep. So Sarah wakes you up and Mel puts you to sleep. And so that's the pineal gland is, or you can call it the third eye, and you put the pictures, the images in your mind. You can actually put the pictures of what you would like to vision. So for me, I wanted to get married, you guys. I wanted to attract a wonderful husband. So for me, in my pineal gland, I imagine this man looking at me with beautiful, just looking right in my eyes. And I imagined him in my mind. God, I love you, Susan. God, I love you. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. And I put that vision in my mind in the pineal gland. But then you also have to feel it. So it has to come from the head and the heart. You can't just see the picture but not feel it. So remember to feel it, to think it and feel it. You have to do both. You can't think about the Maserati but feel broke, right? You have to think and feel, and it has to be coherent. The mind and heart have to be coherent. So anyhow, but the picture, so I love what Emmett Fox says. Imagine you're a photographer, right? Imagine you're a photographer and you're taking a photo, and you take taking a picture of a beautiful vase of flowers, purple and red and yellow and orange flowers, and you're taking a picture of that vase, and then you move the vase, and then you stick a clock there, and then you move the vase, and then you stick a book there, and then you move the vase, and then you put a painting there. You get a blurred image, right? And I know for me, when I'm sitting doing meditation, you guys, sometimes my thoughts, my pictures go back and forth. I like what Dr. Joe Dispenza says when he got hit by that bike and they said, you'll never walk again. He would visualize himself walking again. He would visualize himself taking a shower again. He would visualize being at the beach again, but the wheelchair would come in. He'd have to kick the wheelchair out. He'd be walking again. He'd be walking on the beach and taking a shower, and and then the wheelchair would come in. You have to kick it out. So hocus pocus focus, like a photographer taking a picture of a still image. So really holding that image of what you want to manifest in your life and really visualizing that, and hocus pocus focus for even 20 seconds. That might be a really long time. Abraham says it's 17 seconds. But if you can hold that for 17 to 20 seconds in your mind and hold that picture using colors, using smells, using sounds, using all of your senses to visualize that, and close your eyes and assume the wish is already fulfilled. Assume that your friend is already there exchanging vows. You're sitting there in the front row at their wedding, and they're exchanging vows, and he looks so handsome and she looks so gorgeous, and your toes are smiling and your heart is smiling and your eyes are smiling and the whole audience is smiling, and you can smell the rose petals in the air and the fragrance, and the beautiful love is in the air, and the exchanging of vows and how they look at each other. It's like the rest of the world has fallen away, and the love, you can smell it, you can feel it, you can touch it, you can taste it, and they look so beautiful with their beautiful gown and his wonderful tuxedo, and it's so incredible and phenomenal and just delicious, delicious, delicious. Or the healing of someone. Let's say this person has back surgery and their grandmother, and see them chasing their grandchildren on the beach, seeing them chasing their grandchildren with a smile on her face, and she's finished with her back surgery and she's running through the waves and building sand castles with her grandchildren, and she's laughing and she's smiling and she's frolicking, and the beautiful sun is dancing on the water, and the waves of wellness, the waves of peace, and they're building sand castles and laughing and joking and playing with her beautiful grandchildren. And it's like the rest of the world has fallen away. And use your smells and your feels and your sounds, and immersing in that whole visualization, using your senses as if you're there right here, right now. And the key is you have to feel it right here, right now. Feel it right. It's not out there someday, somehow, somewhere. Somehow it's right here, right now. So as we do with Napoleon's work, Napoleon is based on the magic book, and he sends visualizations out and writing a thank you list. Thank you so much for my healing. Thank you for my clients' healings. Thank you for our neighbors' healings. Thank you for our planet's healing. Thank you that our oceans are healed and our rivers are healed. Thank you that our air is healed. Our beautiful oxygen around the planet is healed, and the streams are healed. The oceans are healed. Our hearts are healed. The planet is healed. Our countries are healed. Our neighbors are healed. Everyone is healed, happy, and whole. Healed, happy, and whole. And I like the visualization of repetition is the mother of genius. Healthy and happy and whole. Everyone on this call is healthy, happy, and whole. Everyone on this call is healthy, happy, and whole. Everyone on this call is smiling. Everyone's heart is opening. Everyone is incredibly manifestors. Everyone on this call is healthy. Everyone is finding the beautiful love they've been seeking. Everyone is financially thriving on this call. Everyone is thriving on this call. Everyone is thriving on this call. Everyone, all our neighbors are thriving. Our city is thriving. Our state is thriving. Our countries are thriving. Our planet is thriving. There's union. There's connection. There's compassion. There's gentleness. There's love. There's joy. There's peace. There's bliss. There's ease and grace. And I love The Power of Eight by Lynn McTaggart. And she says the best way to also get well for yourself is to pray for others. So I really like the idea of praying for others. It's a natural Prozac. Praying for everyone in your life, praying that everyone gets the love that they desire, everyone gets the money they desire, everyone gets the healing that they desire. Just sprinkle magic dust on everyone that you know in your life. And if you haven't read The Power of Eight, read The Power of Eight. It's beautiful. I had a Power of Eight prayer circle. It's incredible. And what she found was a Power of Eight. When you're praying for that one person in the middle, the group is the tweezer and the middle person is the splinter. And the tweezer pulls out that illness. It's the Power of Eight prayer circle. But what they found was not only the receiver was getting well, but all the people that were praying for that person, their relationships got better, their marriages got better, their bodies got better. Everyone in that Power of Eight prayer group got better and better and better. Isn't that interesting? So let me share with you a couple miracles. One is years ago, I've been doing body work since my early 20s. I've been doing massage, shiatsu, deep tissue. I've been doing yoga for almost 3 decades. And so I teach yoga on channel 16 in the morning. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you can. It's free, YouTube yoga. I'm on channel 16 in Santa Monica, and I've been doing that for actually over 30 years. Yoga, life coaching. I've been doing life coaching and hypnotherapy because my clients dealt with a lot of chronic pain. I would see people with a lot of chronic pain, going through chemotherapy, ALS, back pain, hip surgeries, knee surgeries. My oldest client is now 88. I've had clients in their 90s. So I see the aging process too. So that's a whole nother topic. But what I want to say is I had one client of mine who was really wanting this property in Cape Cod. He really wanted this house. And he said, Susan, they won't budge on the price of this house. They want this house. I want this house, and they won't budge. They won't sell it for I want it under $1 million, and they won't sell it. And I said, why do you want the house? Why? And he said, Susan, the reason why I want this house is because I had a mentally ill mother, and I never had family, and my friends are family, and I rent a house in Cape Cod every summer, and everyone comes and we break bread and we drink wine on the lanai looking at the ocean, and I want to share this house with my friends. And I want to share it and have people come over in the summer and spend summers watching the sunrise and sunset. And I want to share this house with everybody. That's my end game, is I want to share it with everybody. So we did a visualization, and we visualized spreading the love, and they're sitting around the dinner table, smelling the food, drinking the wine, eating the bread, watching the beautiful, beautiful sun go down, overlooking the ocean, and laughing and smiling and conversing, and he's sharing his home, and he's opening it to all of his friends, and they come, and he's feeling it. He's feeling the love and the connection and the laughter and the vibes of sharing this home. And within 30 days, he found a house twice as big and half the price, right in Cape Cod on the national seashore. I went to visit him 5 years ago in that house in Cape Cod. Within 30 days, he got a house twice as big for half the price. And I love what Marianne Williamson said, please God, give me a VW. Please God, give me a VW. And God says, well, I was going to give you a Porsche, but if you really want the VW. So remember, when you're praying, this or something better, this or something better, this or something better now. And using your visualization and hocus pocus focus. hocus pocus focus. And I have too many, I call it the end game. I get up every morning and I close my eyes and visualize wellness for my family members, my friends. I'm happily married. I envision the love with my husband, and the vision that I imagine him looking at me was the look he gave me at our wedding. I have too many incredible stories, healing of my family members from the Ho'oponopono prayer. I have an incredible, phenomenal, happy marriage. I live in a hell yes home. I live in a hell yes neighborhood. I have a hell yes job. My life is hell yes because of visualizations, because of prayers, because every thought is a prayer. Every thought is a seed in the garden. Every thought is a prayer. So what are you praying for? And plug into your GPS system where you want to go. Don't look in the rear view mirror, you're going to crash. Look in the windshield of potentiality and move forward. And also, what you seek, you find. So also seek people in their wellness. Choose to see people in the highest version of who they are. Seek to see people in their wellness. You can actually bend reality by seeing people in their wellness, in the best versions of who they are. So, anyhow, I want to hear more about you guys and using your imagination and using visualizations. And I want to hear some miracle stories from you guys about using your imagination and using visualization. For me, I do it for about 15 to 20 minutes in the morning. I like the idea of praying softly rather than praying hard. I used to pray hard, and when you beg and beseech and pray, you're praying fear, not faith. I was praying fear. I was begging and beseeching the universe. I was begging and beseeching my creator. And instead you can allow and soften and trust and pray gently, live gently. I like that. I love that childhood song, row, row, row your boat gently downstream. Go downstream, let go of the oars and go with the flow. Go with the flow, allow and soften and relax. Don't push, shove, force and control, and push along a strong current. And merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Life is but a dream, and being merrily is the highest expression of God. They have a Bible quote that a merry heart doeth good like medicine, and a broken spirit drieth up the bones. A merry heart doeth good like medicine. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And the best way to do that also is to dance. To dance, 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 dance. So actually, right now, I am going to put on a song, and we are going to get up and dance. And I want you to dance as if your prayers have already been answered. I want you to dance that you're at your friend's wedding, or the celebration of the launching of your company, or the celebration of maybe you want to retire and you want to travel the world. But I want you to wake up as if your prayers have already been answered. So I'm going to share here, and we are going to dance. Let me see if I can let me see if I can get this music playing. And we're going to dance just for 2 minutes. And I want you to celebrate. I want you to pretend that your prayers have already been answered. Your prayers have already been answered. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this here. And I think this is it. Here we go. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to try to get back to, well, good job, you guys. Woohoo! So that's the secret sauce, you guys, is I love what Dr. Joe says. He says to do your mental rehearsal, and you have to marry it with elevated emotion. You have to have joy as if your prayers have already been answered. Even though you're not well, you have to fake it till you make it. You have to fake it till you make it, and act as if. Wake up as if your prayers have already been answered. Your lover's in the bed, the money's in the bank, our planet is healed. Everyone is compassionate and kind and loving. Be a natural uplifter. And if you master staying in love and above, like Dr. David Hawkins says, if you master staying in love and above, you can change up to 750,000 people by being in your love vibe. So that's how Jesus healed people. He saw people in their wellness. He saw people in the highest version of who they are. So see everyone in their wellness and their wholeness. See everyone as the highest version of who they are. And do your mental rehearsal every morning. But then if you don't have time to dance, dance in your car on the way to work. Dance on your car, and you'll see, like I was down San Vicente dancing one day, and the whole room of guys in a car next to me started dancing like me, because like those high emotions are contagious. They're very contagious, and we are more energy than matter and more wave than particle. And what we are screams so loudly we don't have to speak. So just be the joy, be a natural uplifter towards everyone and everything. We need you. You can't be sick enough to help sick people get better, and you can't be poor enough to help poor people get rich. In other words, in your health and in your wealth, you can be more helpful to those around you. Thrive so that your cup runneth over and spill over onto everyone and everything in your life. So your cup runneth over to spill over onto everyone and everything in your life. So